Welcome back to Math with Mel. Today we tackled 26 through 30 on our practice ACT. If you'd like the link to the other videos, you can find those in the description below. Let's get started right away. Question number 26. For all positive values of a, b, c, and d, when 1/2 a times b squared plus c equals d, which of the following expressions is equal to b? Okay, so what we're going to do for this problem is I'm just going to quick rewrite this. 1/2 ab squared plus c equals d. And we're just going to solve this for b. So we're using the order of operations, parentheses, exponents, multiplication and division, whatever comes first, addition and subtraction, whatever comes first, backwards. So if I want to get b by itself, I'm going to look for any addition and subtraction. I see a c, it's added, I'm going to subtract it to get it over to the other side. So I have 1/2 ab squared equals d minus c. Next, I'm going to look for any multiplication or division. Now I'm going to first deal with this 1/2. You may want to get rid of the 1/2 by dividing it on both sides, but what I like to do is I like to multiply by the reciprocal. I like to multiply by 2 because 2 times 1/2 is 1, and that just looks a little bit more friendly. So I'm going to multiply both sides by 2. That gets rid of the 1/2. So I have ab squared. Now mathematicians like to put the coefficients out in front, so I'm going to put this 2 right here times the quantity d minus c. I'm getting b by itself. There's more multiplication. I'm going to divide both sides by a. That makes a 1. So I get b squared equals 2 times the quantity d minus c over a. And to undo the square, I'm going to take the square root of both sides. Square root, square root. Now normally when you take a square root, you need a plus minus, but this says for all positive values. So we're just looking at the positive version of this. So we have b equals the square root of 2 times the quantity d minus c over a. And I match that over here, the square root of 2 times the quantity d minus c all over a. This is answer choice B. Question number 27. On a trip, 2 sisters counted 1,430 vehicles. They divided the vehicles into categories: cars, trucks, and other. They noted the color of each vehicle as white, black, red, or other as shown in the table. What is the probability that a randomly selected truck is black? Okay, so we got to look at this right here. What is the probability that a randomly selected truck is black? So our total has to come from the trucks. So our bottom number is going to be 479. Here's the language. What is the probability that a randomly selected truck? We need to look for what the color is. Well, let's look to this row. Pick the blacks. That's 31. And so we have 31 over 479, which looks like it matches answer choice B. Question number 28. A regular hexagon is inscribed in a circle with diameter 18 inches as shown. What is the perimeter in inches of the hexagon? To make this problem easier, I'm going to divide this hexagon into triangles because we know a lot about triangles. So I'm going to draw a line from here to here and here to here. Now we know that in a circle there are 360 degrees. And so if I want to figure out what this central angle is going to be, I'm going to take the 360 degrees and divide it by 6 because there are 6 triangles in there. So 360 divided by 6 is 60 degrees. So all of these triangles have a central angle of 60 degrees. Something else we might notice is that because these are the radius, these are equivalent. So because these are equivalent, we have an isosceles triangle. And because I have an isosceles triangle, these measures right here also have to be the same. And so if there's 180 degrees in a triangle, and we've already used 60, we have 120 that needs to divide these two parts. And that 120 divided by 2 is also 60. So I have an equilateral triangle right here. So I need to just figure out, well, what is this length right here? And I'm going to recognize that I have 6 of those and add them together to get the perimeter of the hexagon. I'm going to tip this triangle on its side, this equilateral triangle, to label things better. So these are all 60-degree angles, and we know that the diameter is 18. So I need to cut that in half. So this is going to be 9, this is going to be 9, and this is going to be 9 because it's an equilateral triangle. And I have that 9 6 times. So 9 times 6 is 54 for the perimeter. And I'm going to match that with answer choice A. Question number 29. Tanya earns $34,000 in her first year at a job. She is given a raise of the same dollar amount each year, resulting in her earning $38,080 in the fourth year at the job. What is the total of Tanya's earnings during her 4 years at the job? Okay, so what we need to do is we need to figure out how much money is she earning every year. So I'm going to write this as an ordered pair. I'm going to say in her first year, she made $34,000. And in her fourth year, she earned $38,080. That constant amount is the slope. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to do the change in the y values, 38,080 minus 34,000. That's this number minus this number over the change in the x values, so 4 minus 1. I can subtract these two. I get 34,080, and I can subtract these two. That's 3. And if I do 34,080 divided by 3, I get $1,360. So that's the amount she's earning every year. So now we just need to add some stuff up. So in year 1, she makes $34,000. In year 2, she makes $34,000 plus this raise, $1,360. In year 3, she makes $34,000 plus the raise again. And in year 4, we know that she's making this much money, so $38,080. So I'm just going to come to Desmos and quickly add these numbers together. Adding all these numbers together, I get answer choice C. Question number 30. In the standard XY coordinate plane, how many points are both 5 coordinate units from the origin and also 2 coordinate units from the line y equals 0? Here's a coordinate geometry puzzle. How many points are both 5 units away from the origin and 2 units away from the x-axis? Let's break this down visually. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to come to Desmos, and if a point is 5 units away from the origin, it is somewhere on a circle centered at 0, 0 with a radius of 5. So I'm just going to quickly graph x squared plus y squared equals 25. Next, 2 units away from the line y equals 0 means that the vertical distance from the x-axis is 2. This happens on 2 lines, one above y equals 2 and one below y equals negative 2. Now we want the points to satisfy both equations where the circle and the 2 horizontal lines intersect. And it looks like this is at 4 spots. So how many points satisfy this? It's answer choice D, 4.